Hi everyone. I know how crushed you must be that I'm not there for the faculty meeting today. I know that you're all really upset that it might actually be 10 minutes shorter because I'm not there to talk to you, and I'm sure that this video will go some way to relieving that disappointment. I've put these things on Moodle here, and I know Marianne's might be saying, "Oh, another bloody Moodle thing," but never mind. To actually give you some idea of things you can read up on in your own time. So there's this one booklet here which I'll show you. Has some information in it. So a little bit about comprehensible input and what that is, and a link here to Krashen if you want to go and read more about him, which is quite fascinating. I first came across him in my Masters of Education back in 2001, 2002. Fascinating concepts which have been put into use by various people for various levels of success. The next one here is looking at what teaching proficiency through reading stories actually is, and there's the link to the TPRS Stories website, which is actually very, very good, much better than anything I could write. So have a look at that if you've got more interest. And there's a little bit of a spiel in there about what I've done in both those pages so far and how I came across it. What I found most interesting, from my point of view, was the next one, the Latin TPRS, and the people using storytelling to teach Latin in a way that's teaching language acquisition through storytelling. And I know a lot of the translation stuff that you do with Latin is about stories and what's going on, but this way it was just blew my mind the way these guys were using it. And there's a couple of links here to people's websites so you can have a look at, get a bit better idea. What I think probably might be the most useful thing, which is second to actually seeing someone teach, is have a look at these videos. Blaine Ray doing French was quite eye-opening for me because the kids were all engaged, they're all there. I don't know the background of the students in this particular video, but they were all getting into it. And me watching it, not even being in the classroom, I felt really enthused about learning French because it was interesting for me, and I started feeling like I was picking up things just by watching these clippets of a class. The second one here, the Ben Slavic video, it's not quite as well put together as the first one, I think, but it's really interesting. I put it there because Ben Slavic is one of the major US coaches, I suppose is the best way to put it, for TPRS teaching, and he's currently teaching in India, and I'm hoping that there might be some funding found by other people to bring him out next year. It would be an excellent opportunity if we could go and see him, but who knows how that will go. And there's a Spanish one and a Chinese one, which I think Paul has watched the Chinese one already. If you're keen to look at more, there's some other articles and things here which I'll keep adding to as time goes by. But what might be interesting is if you have questions or ideas or comments, if you go back to the page, the front faculty page here, I put a little forum discussion here for us. So if you have any questions, you can post them in here. I've started off by saying, how long do you use a TPRS course? And that's some ideas on how long the TPRS can actually be used for and how to integrate it in further studies. Please try and be nice. You might say, this is all rubbish, which was what I thought originally too, and I'm trying my hardest not to be too overly enthusiastic, because I know when Ian Perry from The Gap first approached me and said, this is amazing, it'll change your life, I thought, okay, what's he selling? And didn't really believe him until I saw the classes. And even then I was a little bit skeptical. I was pretty much convinced after I'd seen him teach one of my classes for me. But I was skeptical until I saw my students do it. And what has amazed me in term 4 of this year is how much my year 8s have retained over the holidays. They haven't forgotten what they did in term 3 because they've acquired it so well. Usually coming back into term 4, there's been a bit of loss over the holidays. People don't remember what they did last term. But with this method, that loss has been minimalised. It's so much more attention over the holidays than what they had before. I'm quite shocked. And the character recognition is amazing. But anyway, please have a look at those pages, post things in the discussion forum, and I'll talk to you in person a bit later. We can always have a chat around the coffee table at morning tea.